let's bring it all together. Again, key requirement, not just recreate the same app. I mean, it might be UHS branded, but it's a waste of time, it's a waste of money, so let's not do that. But if you do choose to create an app, then at the app has the functionality of all the other apps. You don't want to restrict people to viewing, let's say, only UHS sites, because then, you know, how many people, let's say, even if 50% of the people list with UHS, you're still missing out on the other 50%. So people, I tend to think of myself as a lazy person, which is, I think, what the apps are perfectly targeted for. Because if I have to go between two apps, one gives me everything, one only gives me half the locations, I'm not going to use the other one. I'm just going to use the one that gives me everything. So it should have all the functionality of all the other apps, filtering, you name it. But again, if we don't want to be just another app, it must provide value-added data. All right, so putting all this together, I come up with some key points, and basically who the target is. And in this aspect, I stuck with the property buyer, and the reason for doing this is that indirectly, if you have more buyers that are coming to UHS sites that are looking at your information, then they're driving revenue to your agents, and as a result, they're providing an incentive for your agents to come to UHS. It's a slightly long chain, but basically, the property buyer is the guy that's spending the money, the agent is earning it, and if the agent is happy that the buyer found him through UHS, then he's going to give you money. Functionality, we discussed this, must offer all existing functionality, provide value-added data. I suggested iPhone because I think that's what, key, I think, graphical user apps work on. But in my grand total market survey of 3 real estate agents, all of them were using BlackBerries. So I think, which is a key thing to keep in mind, that a lot of the other population also uses BlackBerries, business users and things like that. So it will be important to consider the BlackBerry and the Android at some point. Pricing free, if I have to pay for an app as a user, I'm not going to use it. Just move on. All right, so how will it work? This is my sweet mock-up, but I have something even better. I hope you like it. So someone said, don't be a PowerPoint, but I had to sneak in PowerPoint a little bit, so I did it. All right, so if you log in, this is what you want to do. And basically, again, keep it simple, keep it stupid. That's what I stuck with. So, all right, so I'm going to face the screen here to do this. So 2 key functionalities, map my location, search. Let's go map my location. So now, again, we're not doing anything extra here that current apps don't do. So what do we have? We're geolocated to this neighborhood that we're in. We've got a couple of locations that show up. But look at this. There's some of them that have a little eye on it, and the other ones are red. So let's click on this one and see what we get. It says, okay, well, this is, again, nothing new here. Gives you the name of the address, the price, description. But then we've got a little thing here which says lots more info, so let's click there. Let's go find out who it is. So we go there, and then all of a sudden, well, first of all, you've got your property description, pricing, and then much like my colleagues there, I put in a little bit of a thumbs up, thumbs down. But this is more for the client themselves. I thought I can't necessarily trust a client going onto if I'm an agent, I can't trust people coming onto my website because it could be a competitor. It could just be my friend's buddy, and they could be just inflating stuff, deflating stuff, So let's just keep it for myself. Description, photos, up till this photos line, we're probably going with what's available with MLS anyway. But then this is where we get our key new functionality, right? Walks, where you click on there, you can go see what what facilities are in the area. Neighborhood info, area schools. So now all of a sudden we've taken that value-added data that UHS, what their main point is, and now we're providing it on the mobile phone. And the agent had to do exactly the same step. It doesn't really matter. He doesn't have to go and create an extra mobile site. With one push, he can publish that good data either to the website or to the iPhone. And I think one other probably one of the most important features is, well, you've got the agent name and number, but you've got an ability to get in touch with the agent right away. So you can call him, and basically by giving me that as a lazy user, I don't have I don't have to go in and dial his number. I can send an email. I can schedule a visit on the spot. All right, so let's go back. Now let's look for comparison what a traditional site will look like. So this would be basically somebody that hasn't listed with UHS. So you're seeing the green ones that are people that have listed with UHS with additional info. The red ones are ones that haven't. So, and you see this warning here, only basic info. You go in and boom. So everything else what you can get off of MLS, and it says additional information not available. All right, so we go home, and some just quick functionality, which I think you'd expect anyways, an ability to search by address, area, agent, or MLS number. So let's go search, and it shows you the listings as you would expect. Again, this is the same functionality, but then this little eye pops up. So it's showing you there's more information available. Let's go here, and this is what you get. All right, so that is as far as my app goes. So coming back here, so that's how it'll work. Why will it work? Now this is important. It provides the users, that is the buyer, with all the information they need. This means they'll not have to go to another application. They'll get information about UHS listed properties, which the other apps don't provide. And the app, importantly, serves as a funnel to the agents. It'll let me get in contact with the agent quickly, which is, I think, important, which is the lead conversion strategy. And then quickly, I'm running out of time here, but in the future, what can we consider? So this was the box as we were talking about it. So let's think outside the box for a second. Key value add is in data harvesting. Can we bring additional users who are not likely to use the service? Can potential mobile app users be charged? So this is what we've got here. We saw that red property earlier. The key differentiator here will be, let's say, please pay to subscribe or pay additional dollars to get information right now. So this is where the mobile app user is incentivized to spend some money. But we're not stealing revenue away from existing clients, because the clients still get the benefit of pushing their data out. The user will be able to view that information for free anyways. But for ones which is not available, the user is able to access that information and generate additional revenue. To conclude, this app, yes, it will cost money to develop. Its main function is to increase visibility for your clients. That's all it does. And realistically speaking, any estimates of profits at this point are pure speculation. There's no point in me saying it'll cost this much and your return rate will be this much. So it's market analytics that'll tell you later what will happen. But that's it.